All right.
Alright, I know what you want to say.
What? I have plenty of things. I have so many things to say. What do you think I want to say?
Hat in time.
Oh, yeah, that's one of the things. I was going to do that after the Splatoon stuff.
The Splatoon stuff?
Yeah, the Splatoon stuff.
What's
You
that?
just had a Splatfest, and I don't.
I didn't play it, so I don't
He
care.
didn't play it. He said he was gonna play it.
Yeah, but then I wanted to spend the weekend writing, so.
Well, now I'm down 3 hours of VOD entertainment. So
Watch
thanks.
any of my shit anyway.
Thanks, Gavin. That's not true. That's not true at all. I watched the Splatfest stuff. But yeah, and I mean, I retweeted the results, and you liked the tweet, so you already know who won.
It's the same one that always wins.
The least popular team. Japan also had their Splatfest. Guess what the results were?
The Pearl wins.
The least popular team. So, and this upcoming Splatfest is gonna be this Saturday, and who do you think is gonna win?
The least popular team.
See, now that's what I'm betting on. I think it's a safe bet.
Hello, Novell.
Why is that dude going up there? Hey, Novell, you made it.
Yay.
All right, Tails. Way to go, Tails. Oh, this is bad for us.
Oh, fuck me.
Oh man, I could have survived that if there weren't chumps around. Yeah, I gotta talk about this Splatfest now, because you know, like in Squid versus Octopus, we were granted a little bit of insight on what the fuck it meant.
It was very clear what it meant.
That it's actually Squids versus Octopus and not, you know, Inkling versus Octoling, like literally every single person on the planet thought.
I mean, it's basically the same thing.
And continued to think.
You've been family staying a month. I was wondering where you'd been.
Yeah.
Glad to see you're still what? You still busy, or are you gonna be free, or what?
Well, let's get out of here, dude. But yeah, so I read the banter for Fork versus Spoon, even though I hate reading anything regarding Off of the Hook, which is not the name. And you probably haven't seen it, right?
Nope.
Basically, it's like, all right, it's the Splatfest is Fork versus Spoon, and then it's basically just Pearl going like, oh yeah, Team Fork, like Forks are great, you know, they have precision, which was my argument, and then you know, Marina's like, Spoons had something, I forget what it was, and then Pearl's like, oh well, you know, I eat everything with a fork, and she's like, I eat cereal with a fork, I eat
Pearl's just fucking stupid as well.
The whole thing was just Pearl saying, I eat X with a fork, I eat mayonnaise with a fork, you know, stuff like that. So I feel like this creates the implication that this Splatfest is essentially, you know, do you eat everything with a fork, or do you use a spoon for things that should be eaten with a spoon, like cereal? Which isn't what I would think, but you know. The banter is making it unnecessarily confusing and stupid for the sake of
a joke.
Terrible comedy, if you can even call it that.
You usually at school when we stream? Ah, that sucks. Maybe I'll stream like earlier in the day on weekends so you can like wake up at 5 a.m.
Yeah, school is coming back for the people in school.
This means I have to deal with screaming children on buses. That's gonna be great.
Woo! What about school buses?
I mean, schools that like need to like pay to have their own, and they only usually have those for students that like live some distance away from the school. Anyone who lives closer than that just has to make do with, you know, public transport.
Oh, that one random boy.
Both schools I went to before university were in like more or less walking distance of my house, so all good.
But yeah, I'm fucking pissed.
So hello, that one random boy.
I was gonna say I'm displeased by how they handled this, but no, I'm pissed now. Chris is fucking pissed, people.
What else is new?
It's so stupid. It's like, whatever happened to the simple stuff? We talked about this last time, but
Like, last time it was also actually pretty simple. You just, for some reason, you took it you made it complex for yourself.
like the thing is, Marina literally said, if you're as adamant or gung ho for forks as Pearl is, then vote for Team Fork. That's the message I'm getting here. I'm not as adamant as Pearl, so do I choose Team Fork?
You're really, really making this more complex than it needs to be. It's literally just, do you like force more than spoons? Almost worked.
I missed. That was a whiff. Oh my god, this isn't good. Yeah, I hate specials. Don't backseat game me. We've literally played every salmon run for a year.
Yeah. And, you know, the main game besides.
No, not that one. Yeah, we already explained why, you know, it's easier in the main game. Because there's a meter that fills up and you feel like you're wasting meter if you don't use it, so there's more incentive to use it, whereas here you only have 2 left, so it gets too good to use syndrome. So then you just kind of forget it.
Too good to use syndrome here. It's literally just, can I use it right now? No. Alright then.
Well, that's my reasoning. Yeah, the next Splatfest is forks versus spoons. Gavin hasn't given his answer, but I say forks because it's just easier to eat with them. Spoons have too many foods where it's just kind of more annoying to get the last parts. So basically, fuck spoons.
That's what she means. I did give my answer, you just didn't like it.
It's not.
It is a real answer.
You said Marina. That's what you said. I asked forks and spoons, and you said Marina, and I'm like, it's not an option.
My real answer is I don't care.
Why would you fuck a spoon? Well. Yeah, see, now the real question is, because I preface this with the more popular team loses. And I only care about sea snails. Especially if Nintendo isn't going to take Splatfest seriously anymore anyway. So, what team for this abstractism Splatoon Splatfest?
You just pick Pearl's team because she'll win.
Is going to be least popular. That's right, gamers. It's right there. But yeah. Because people are. I was looking in the lobby earlier, and you know, people are making posts about like, haha, eating mayonnaise with a fork, haha. So, do you think memers are gonna pick Pearl? How many memers are there? How many people are taking this seriously?
It's not even the case of memers. Like, Pearl's won like basically every single one. Because I guess the general audience just likes her more because she's, I don't know, not black.
How many people are like Gavin? You know, we have to factor all these things in. Or they don't actually think about these things and instead take the easy road out.
I wish you people would come and get these eggs.
I wish someone with a gun would hold base at the basket because someone opened it at the basket. How are you gonna get back to the basket if someone ain't there holding it up?
Because I have a gun.
Then hold it up.
Guarding our giant stockpile of eggs that are now all gone. Because I moved and they were mutually all stolen.
Oh, they're probably towards the basket. It's probably the basket, isn't it?
It's the basket one.
We got this. There we go, easy. Now for my severance pay. So yeah, really I'm just gonna spend, the next few days trying to decide which one's gonna be least popular.
It's gonna be Marina's.
So I can join that one. How was the Monster Hunter? I'm not very pleased with it myself. But I did give it a shot.
Doesn't understand it yet.
It's not hard, it's simple, I think. I don't know, I'm just kind of disappointed by how much little the weapons can do.
I don't know what weapons you're using because they all universally can do more than they could in World.
I think the only weapon I didn't try was the Palico, which seems like the most interesting. So that kind of sucks.
Like Dual Blades has like 3 times the move set. The Longsword has like an additional set of moves.
It was Generations Ultimate, the demo.
Yep.
So I'm like,
The
well,
bow is just even like fucking nuttier, especially with the aerial style. It's just like you have much longer range, much more freeform shooting.
well, I can promise you that the Insect Glaive in World is nuttier than that. And the Insect Glaive in Generations Ultimate makes me angry.
I think that's just the case of it, where like your favorite weapon isn't as good here as it was in
No,
World,
no,
so
but
you're
then
saying all of them are shit.
I tried other weapons, and I said the
Yeah, and
the
that's
dual
why
blades.
I'm saying like, you can't really say that World had more things when it objectively did not.
I feel like the movesets are very shallow in this game, and then it you know,
Yeah, like,
makes up for
movesets
it in
World
other
were
areas that
literally
I'm less
just, you
interested
mash
in.
the shit out of the R button. Like these ones at least make you hit an R button first, half the time. Like I know, okay, there's not being fussed on it, and then there's saying things that just aren't true about it.
That's bullshit! Ah, one alive! Two of us are dead at the short wall. That's bullshit. How did that person not die? I was under. I know I was closer, but I was like under the ground. I was under the earth. Not even fair. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. It's gonna be like it's a Monster Hunter. It's an old Monster Hunter that looks not 3DS and uses an actual controller. So it has that going for it, which is why I was interested, like just to see what it was like. But I don't really think that I kind of want to risk spending the $60 and all the time to invest in it. I know that's why I don't think I am. That's my final verdict. But I gave it a shot. But Chris gave it a shot, which is better than not.
One random boy, you're on Twitch. Take a guess.
Are you guys nerds? That reminds me of that one old ass YouTube video about nerds. No one's gonna know what that is.
Well, not with that vague a description, though.
Like the video was literally called Nerds, and they were like doing a D&D, real life D&D recreation thing.
Is that the one where the guy's like magic missile?
Yes, I think.
I remember that one.
It's like I cast a spell.
Magic missile.
I think
Need
that's
more mana.
I think that's it. Oh my god, unbelievable.
I love that video.
Play something besides Salmon Run. We'll get there eventually.
No.
Eventually. I really have just fucked my New Year's resolution.
Do not believe this man's lies.
That kind of sucks. I was thinking like I'm taking care of Max's dog, so I'm gonna be stuck at his house because I'm not gonna want to drive anywhere. So like, oh, maybe I can record there because he's like, oh yeah, you can stream. I'll have OBS set up for you and shit. But he's gonna be with I'm dog sitting, so there's gonna be a dog, so it might bark, and I really don't want dog barking. If there's anything that's like the worst thing for streams, I think it's dog barking. And you can't even blame the people because they can't control it. Like it's not your fault that your dog's barking. But it's still
indeed a fork and spoon in this level.
Still annoying, right? Second most annoying thing, cats meowing. Hate it.
Like you aren't immediately spamming Tomo whenever that one of those cats meows.
Tomo, buddy.
That wants me dead, isn't it?
It did. Monster Hunter did make me not play Salmon Run, but I feel like it doesn't count. You know?
It's a baby step.
It didn't feel like it counted.
Rehabilitation.
After that, there was the Hat in Time announcement. So we weren't gonna play Salmon Run before that anyway, because I was gonna watch it.
Oh, is that why this is so late?
No, because it was at 1. This was so late because sleep was problematic last night.
Okay.
So,
Sleep was also problematic last night for me.
Everything was
right now.
Everything was pushed behind for me.
You're being recommended Fortnite streamers because that's what welcome to Twitch. Half of the site is Fortnite streamers.
Yeah. Hey, remember your favorite streamer? Fortnite streamer now. Maybe I should do Fortnite.
A spoon from Splatoon.
Yeah, everyone's posting that meme image where it's this, like, it's just the spoon part of the title Splatoon, and then saying this image is relevant now. I really wish that Moz didn't do that.
Didn't spawn a big pillar of ink underneath me.
No, I mean, went for you when I was right by the basket and it was on the shore. I was like 100% certain it was gonna go for me. Oh, no.
We need exit. We're not gonna get exit. We might have exit.
Oh, are you kidding me?
No,
you've got to be kidding me!
Yeah, fuck the team.
Splashdown hits the propellers. There we go. And that's what you get for using specials. I was like, well, I could probably kill these fish faster. And then just go the propeller. We would have made it if it didn't do that. God damn. It was all calculated, people. Yeah, did you see the Hat in Time announcement?
I saw it, yeah.
You did?
I mean, I saw the news about it. I didn't watch it.
Oh, okay.
I didn't know it was a thing to watch. I just suddenly saw, like, Gematsu post about it. I'm like, oh, okay.
I was gonna say, color me surprised. I thought Gavin would just be like, fuck that game. But no, basically there's a new area. There's like a it feels Octo expansion-esque almost, where there are like a bunch of contracts that you need to do, and like, I imagine you go through old levels with like specific things, like, you know, don't get hit a certain amount of times, stuff like that. And then, you know, the bosses are harder, and also they're rainbow now for some reason. They showed that off, and it's like, you know, it's basically advertised as like this super hard mode. So I'm very interested in that. And the new chapter is on like a cruise run by seals, and there's like this big seal captain. And I don't know if I'm too enthused about that one.
Is that why it's called Seal the Deal?
Yeah, because seals and then deals. Because Snatcher's making a deal with you for the hard mode. It's a great title, honestly. Homestar, we did it. We sealed the deal. But yeah, it's like, it seems like the aesthetic is definitely interesting. I always love cruises, but like, it was kind of described as like you're bringing food around and stuff for people, and I'm like, that doesn't seem very fun. But it's the Hat in Time dev, so we'll just have to see.
It's also that much screamed for Switch port.
Yeah, it was announced for Switch. When it was, I'm like, well, yeah, of course. But like, I completely forgot about how the Hat in Time devs were like getting death threats and shit, and they were like, it's not coming to Switch because you people are such heinous assholes. And then here it is. And then the people who did that now feel justified. But I mean, you know, it's like the Waluigi fans I keep talking about. You know, they're more good eggs than bad eggs. So
I don't necessarily believe that in the case of Waluigi.
Shut up! It's for the good eggs, I'd say. So that's kind of cool. I'm not interested, because I never take my Switch portable anyway. But for the people who do, it's great, especially with this new kind of Seal the Deal DLC. It looks like it's gonna be good.
Like indie games got announced for Switch today.
Oh yeah, because there was that Switch Direct that I didn't hear about until after it happened, and I only heard about it once.
I didn't know there was one either. No.
Yeah. Everyone's like, "Wasn't there a Direct today?" I'm like, well, "What?" And it's like posted the video of the indie Direct.
Literally no news about it.
I'm gonna be real. I don't know anything about it because I didn't look into it, even though I should have.
It's mostly like, you know, it's the usual thing. Like, it's almost the greatest hits of like indie games from the past 2-3 years.
Do you recognize any?
A few. There's stuff like Slay the Spire,
Right.
This War of Mine.
Right.
I forget what the others are. Siberia 3.
Oh, that went in. I haven't heard of that one.
It's a adventure. Apparently there was an indie.
Yeah.
I don't know. And I guess technically Hat in Time is part of that.
Yeah, technically. What else is Hat in Time getting? A bunch of new outfits, which, I mean, I already have the Santa hat, so I'm set. That's in the base game. But there's a lot of cool stuff, like, you know, all gold and shit like that. Cosmetics for Hat Kid's always good. And did you see the N64 mode?
I did, because I think you retweeted it or something.
Yeah. Remember Rare, or not Rare, what's the company that made Yooka-Laylee?
Playtonic.
Playtonic. Remember when Playtonic was like, oh yeah, we're gonna do a 64 mode, and I don't even think it's come out yet. And then they put a screenshot.
They just like a bad pixel filter.
Yeah, they put a screenshot out recently, and it doesn't look N64-ish at all. And then here comes Hat in Time, like, you know, years later or whatever, and then they show something that genuinely looks like it's from the N64 era.
It's almost like the Hat in Time does put effort in or something.
I feel bad for Playtonic, though. Please,
I don't.
Yooka-Laylee 2, we'll save them. Oh yeah, and then co-op, of course. Probably not going to be online, if I had to guess.
It's local only.
It's interesting because when they were doing...
It's also PC only for now.
Oh, cool. Nice. Get fucked, console bitches. Yeah, that, like in the past, when co-op was advertised for the Kickstarter and stuff, it was like a boy, and now it's like a girl, and it's really an interesting redesign. I really like it a lot compared to the initial co-op partner. They did a really good job with that. She's so cute. Don't hit it. God damn it. So like just a bunch of good news all around. It's great for Hat in Time.
So Grandia 1 and 2 are getting HD remasters on Switch. That'll be sick. Funnily enough, for some reason only the Switch is getting these HD remasters, because the PC is only getting the remaster of 1, but not the remaster of 2. It's weird, but, you know, whatever.
Oh, this ain't good.
The Switch is also kind of curious there.
Save us the hassle.
It's the popular darling now, so...
Someone say darling?
Yes.
Like darling in the Franks?
No.
I read your review of it, and it was really good. If you have watched Darling in the Franks and are interested in Gavin's opinion, he has it on his blog, of which I don't remember the title, unfortunately. Oh god!
The title of the blog is not very intuitive. Because it was just the letter H in as many R's as I thought.
No, not the URL or whatever.
That's what I mean. That's what the URL.
Gavin, you can't do that. You want exposure? No spoilers. Yeah, we aren't gonna spoil.
Yeah. No, we're not gonna spoil.
But yeah, it's like I didn't really think about some of the things because I'm not an analyst. I just turn it on and pretty much enjoy it. I'm like, you know, pretty brain dead when it comes to enjoying things.
It's not so much brain dead as like I did both history and English A level, which basically meant like here's a bit of text, like tear into it like deeply as possible for as much information as possible. You want that fucking A. And then so that just kind of stuck with me through.
You went into the effort of, you know, learning the backstory of it, which was interesting because I didn't really know anything about it, and actually
production history. Yeah.
It actually really, you know, matters as far as looking at the anime. So
yeah, as far as determining how it turned out, I feel like the production history is very informative.
Yeah, I was gonna be like, well, yeah, there's some things I disagree with, and then I kept reading, and I was like, yeah. I don't know. I'm just like. You're like 100% right. Like, no spoilers. It's like it is a mech anime, but it does have like a lot of slice of life stuff in it, and I'm like, I love slice of life stuff. So I'm like, they got me.
See, I like it, but I feel like it doesn't fit with the mech.
Yeah, no. Like what you wrote was basically true. Like they should have like done it more gracefully or something, one or the other kind of thing.
I guess that's as much as I'll say on that. So maybe
yeah. I think it's worth watching still.
It's very interesting, true. By God, they want you to have babies, though.
I mean, don't you?
Oh, fuck me then.
Wait, did you write one on Danganronpa 1?
I did, and I posted it when the final video went up.
Oh, so that was recently.
Yes.
Okay, I thought.
It probably got on Twitter. I can just beam it at you when I.
Yeah, I thought I missed it. I'm interested in that as well. Usually, you write about these games that I haven't played or like want to play later. So I'm like,
yeah,
can't read that yet. Or anime that I haven't watched or something. You haven't done anime, really. But he's branching out, people. And what better anime to start the anime train than Darling in the Franxx? Did it really go for me? Are you serious?
We just need one more egg.
Yeah, someone has it. They're dead.
I don't know where they are.
Go, 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 go. Get up, get up, get up, get up, get up. Go, go, go!
All but the last episode, too. Then you basically mostly know what I have to say, then, probably.
Yeah. That wasn't even on my list, but hey. It works.
It worked.
So, Amazon Prime, Twitch Prime, recently, like an hour ago, dropped news that it's changing the way some things work. Normally, Twitch Prime people just don't get ads at all anywhere. They're rolling that back with no compensation at all. It's just...
I've never seen a company as fucking greedy as Amazon.
Yeah, really? I'm like no compensation. It's like, well, the thing is like, well, if you pay for a year subscription before September, then you get that year without ads. So I think they're basically just like, well, we can get people to pay for a year subscription if they don't want ads. And then we get more money because people are, doubling down for that. It's like, okay.
Yeah.
So really, it's just people are just going to use ad block now. Because...
I mean, really, you should have been already.
Yeah, I mean, well, yeah. I'm going to be real.
There's no... that you just should have been.
But don't you know that Nick gets paid by NL using his ad revenue? You wouldn't be so cruel as to deprive Nick of money.
It's not even that like Amazon was too big, is that it's just like ruled by like a man who's like this, as with most rich people, just fucking insane and no longer understands how anything works, and now just hoards money like some sort of fucked up dragon because that's all he knows how to do anymore.
Oh god, no. But yeah, the thing is, like, for pretty much all the streamers I watch, I'm subbed to them, which basically pays for like 5 years of ad revenue for me anyway. So, no big deal.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't feel bad about using ad block. Ads are just so annoying and stupid, and they disrupt everything.
Yep.
And they don't even pay a lot, so it's real. Your time isn't worth it.
Major and extreme reform of advertising in the form of like actual legally enforceable advertising standards for online platforms. It's gonna forever be a shithole, and ad blockers will forever be just completely necessary. Or even like fucking security tools these days, because there's just that little vetting of what goes on with ads.
Yeah. It's just
adverts are just regularly attack vectors for malware these days.
Like, even if one ad gave the person 1 cent, that would be better than 0.0000001 cents for 30 seconds of your time.
Yeah.
It's like...
I mean, you may as well literally just, pay them on Patreon, subscribe to them on Twitch or whatever.
Yeah, that's what I was talking about. Like, I'm subscribed to pretty much everyone I watch on Twitch anyway. Pretty much everyone. Sorry if I'm not subbed to you.
Like fucking, like throw them a $5 every month, just stuff like that.
Yeah, I also give bits. Like, pretty much everyone I watch at least has gotten 100 bits from me, which, as I kind of said, pretty much pays for like over a year of ads anyway.
Yeah.
So, as far as paying people I watch, I think I'm good. I don't feel guilty for using ad blocker at all.
You shouldn't feel guilty to begin with.
Yeah, but I have all the bases covered, I think. But that's
Like,
not all.
It sucks for the creators, but like because of how the way advertisements are now, like ad blockers are a necessity, and like no audience member should ever be guilted or considered lesser for using them.
Novell, do you even have Twitch affiliate?
It's not sub to me.
Novell
not
doesn't
sub to
even
me either.
stream. Do you even have Twitch affiliate?
No.
Yeah, okay.
No,
I was
I
gonna
don't
say
watch
I
it,
would have
man.
definitely given you bits by now.
I know you would have. I'm just saying, I was a joker.
I'm just, you know, I don't know anymore because some people suddenly have it, and I'm like, oh, I gotta get on that. Oh
Don't you
shit.
need like an actual like viewing audience? What was that noise?
That's the Octoling going booyah. Did you hear it? We both have different sounds, I think, but
We do this.
yeah, that's not all, people. Amazon is also rolling something back for something worse. Like, you know, as if removing ads was not bad enough. There's like no silver lining here. It's basically now.
It's purely corporate greed, and everyone should just stop buying shit from Amazon.
So you know Gavin's like whole argument for physical that I agree with, where it's just cheaper to buy physical anyway, even on launch.
Yep.
Amazon basically, if you had Prime, you got 20% off of the game if you like pre-ordered it.
That's actually fucking nuts. They
So
don't do that here.
that's $12 off of the game immediately. Immediately. That's insane, right?
Yeah, that's actually, I would kill for that here, but they don't do it.
And even then, physical is still cheaper over there, regardless. But yeah, most people pre-order through Amazon because of that. They have Prime, why not? And yeah, that's like, I feel like that's like one of the main arguments for physical. They're getting rid of it. They're getting rid of it. Now, no. There is a silver lining for this one, Gavin. They give you $10 of Amazon credit instead for pre-ordering games.
Uh-huh.
So not only are you getting less money, because 10 is less than 12, but, oh yeah, I didn't even mention the best part. It takes up to 35 days for them to send you an email with your money after you put the order in. So you have to wait 35 days to get your $10 after you buy the game. So, it's straight up worse. For people who buy physical. I don't usually buy physical anymore, but usually for like if I was playing Octopath, if I got like Octopath Traveler, that would kind of be a physical game, I would say, that I would get. Because that's like you pick it up, you play it like once, and then you put it back, and then if you want to replay it in 5 years, then you can. And, you know, that's not that much of a hassle. Like Splatoon 2, I'm always picking up. Mario Odyssey, I'm picking up occasionally, stuff like that. But yeah, like for people who do buy physical, and then eventually for me, if I was going to buy physical, this sucks. It just straight up sucks. You know, it's just like... the ads I get...
There's genuinely like no real reason to buy from Amazon for anything anymore.
It's just like... the ads I get, or the ads I understand, because they are making more money. Because ads, they get to pay the creators less because they're getting more ad money. But it's just like the Prime thing. They're gonna lose people pre-ordering from them. People are gonna start buying from fucking GameStop now, or my go-to Best Buy. You know. It's
And
just
like over here, they already have like extremely tight competition because there's like sites like. You like all manner of like little, like smaller like online retailers or smaller like physical retailers who just undercut the living shit out of Amazon and like get by like extremely happily. Because you know it's just that's how you do. Like you just undercut Amazon, and, like you automatically win, basically.
yeah. I feel like
So that just happens like fuck over here, and basically I'm just gonna start buying from like game, not necessarily game half the time, but like Shop2 UK and shit like that. It's because it's just fucking they're just gonna be cheaper, and now they're also actually gonna let me buy the game half the time. Because Amazon still does that. Oh, actually, only Prime members can buy this right now for an indeterminate amount of time. Because, you know, that's a great way to run a business. It's just like literally lock off products to a special class who pay extra money.
hey, don't talk badly about me.
It's just a trash fire of a shop now.
Yeah, it's like, and Amazon is not getting goodwill from anyone recently. My mom's like, my mom was actually like, hey, you should work at Amazon, because she knows I like to order from it a lot.
Jesus, no.
And, you know, in the past, like, probably a year ago, I was like, oh yeah, it sounds good. I heard some, like, people saying good things about it. not anymore. I'm like, I would sooner die than
Because you would die.
yeah, exactly. People are pissing in like trash cans at Amazon warehouses.
People are collapsing and dying on the job and then being fired for it.
Yep, and I'm not fit at all, so.
If you want to get to the actual place to work, you have to pay 10 quid for their special fancy bus to bring you there. It's just like it's just a completely and utterly repugnant company. Basically, I'm not buying from them anymore.
Yeah, I'm like trying to minimize it, I think.
It's not even I just buying it. Like for games and stuff, for like anime and all that, like you can just buy straight from the publisher on their own websites, and the prices are often the same as Amazon, or sometimes even cheaper. You buy from places like Shop 2, so it's just like it's a no-brainer.
Yeah, it's like if I need a physical game, I'll probably just buy from Best Buy and stuff. Because they still ship. I think it's like slightly slower though. Well, I'd probably just go to Best Buy, but then I have to see. This is the problem. I hate driving. Ugh. God damn it. I feel kind of bad because like before this, I was like ready to buy an apple slicer and like a desk bike from Amazon, and now I'm
What
like,
do you need an apple slicer for?
because I want to eat more healthy, and I hate apples because you have to, you know, slice them with a knife. So why would I not get an apple slicer?
You have a knife.
No, because this is the thing. You know how I have problems starting things? If I can make something easier to start, then I will be more likely to do it. So like eating healthy, I'm less likely to eat an apple if I, you know, can't just grab it and basically go.
Well, also the point, just fucking bite into it.
No. I hate biting into apples, especially with my teeth now. Sliced apples are just better anyway. Is that you? Okay.
Yes.
I don't think anything's around. Yeah, I mean, you know, don't shame me for buying a fucking apple slicer, person who doesn't even have a paper towel holder.
Who the fuck needs a paper
Shut
towel?
up!
You have regular
Shut
towels.
up!
You just have like,
You didn't hold-
kitchen paper and then regular towels.
Do you have I feel like I asked this before, do you have a toilet paper holder?
Yes.
Yeah, it's the same principle.
Except it's for paper towels. Which, why would you have those? Just buy toilet roll, buy kitchen roll, and then just a towel.
After like 20 years, the fee balances out. The convenience balances out the fee. Like,
there's no convenience because it's literally the same thing.
no, because then you have to pick it up, and if you have wet hands, then you have the.
I don't see how that's any. I'm not.
If you have wet hands, you have to pick up the whole thing of paper towel, and then you get all the paper towels wet by doing that. You could run that risk.
Why you use a kitchen roll where you can just touch the end one, pull it off, and tear it off?
Did you say? Wait, what?
Kitchen roll.
Kitchen roll?
Yeah.
Is that?
It's a roll of kitchen paper. It's literally just, you know, it's absorbent paper you wipe shit up with. It's just in a roll, like toilet roll, but it's bigger, longer, and like stands upright. You just pull it off.
I need someone to send me an image of this thing.
Because do you not have that over there?
Mate, you know, when you said that, I'm like, is he fucking talking about a paper towel holder?
No.
Because a paper towel holder is like there's a like wooden bar, and then you slot the hole of the paper towel through the wooden bar so you can roll the toilet or the paper towels out, like a toilet paper holder.
Are you just calling kitchen roll paper towels?
That's what I'm wondering.
Because paper towels over here are like shit you have in like public toilets, where they're like folded almost cardboard things.
Okay.
That are weird and uncomfortable.
I know what I don't know what your paper towel brands are over there. You don't have like Charmin or something, right?
I mean, Charmin do toilet roll.
Do they do paper towels as well?
I have never seen paper towels like sold outside of like
Hold on.
pawn shops selling this like off-brand cheap shit.
I do. Gavin! Oh, nuts! Oh, nuts!
You said like I had a choice now.
It was just funny seeing you fall down. Oh no! That's a lot of nuts. But you know what? You know what? I'm probably just an idiot. Yeah, Charmin does the butts. Right, the bear's wiping the butts. That was the wrong company.
Yes.
Sorry. I'm just making things more confusing. Oops, sorry. I can't see through this moss, if you can believe that.
There was no malls on my screen, so...
Let's say malls.
game-
God damn it! I
game
can't.
silly buggers.
I cannot speak.
Did you mean Steelhead?
Yes.
Okay.
It has a big mouth. Okay. I think it's entirely plausible.
Bindy all like do kitchen rolls.
Bounty,
here.
bounty, 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 bounty. Yes, that's what I mean. That's what I
Okay, so
mean.
you mean kitchen roll.
Yes. Oh my
Okay,
god.
that makes sense. All right.
We've been having this whole thing. I thought that you were just like being just being a fucking. Oh my god. Like this thing. Hold on, I'm gonna paste it in Discord. This thing.
Yeah, that's kitchen roll.
Okay. So you have a holder for that.
It's a wee thin metal reel, yeah.
Okay. I thought that you didn't have these and you just had the
Let's see,
paper
like,
towel normally.
yeah, before you hit the button, let me go find what I mean.
What is he doing? Those are called paper towels over here, but I can understand like these paper towels and the like public bathroom paper towels being different.
Like every time you said like paper towels, I thought you meant like this shit. And I was like, why the hell would you have that in your house?
Hold on, I gotta put this on the stream.
Like, why would you have that in your house? That's for like weird.
Okay,
public
yeah,
toilet
no,
smell.
I now understand. See, there was a disconnect this entire time. Wow, who would have thought? Gavin thought I had this. That's hilarious. Okay. Well, now we know.
Now we know.
But yeah, I don't know, because my snacks are basically just like cookies and granola bars, and I'm like, well, I could probably be a much better person if I just get apples instead or something.
That's like the first step.
But I'm also like, I'm always under the impression that fruit doesn't fill you up at all.
That's like completely untrue.
You think so?
I regularly eat fruit. Like my lunch, like when work is like 90% fruit. So like here's grapes, like cherry tomatoes, like a strawberry yogurt, banana. That shit fills me up basically until like 6, 7 o'clock when I get home.
I mean, do you have the same stomach that I do?
No, because like, you know, American portions are like literally 2 to 3 times the size of food here.
Yeah, see, this is what I'm worried about. It's like,
Because Americans genuinely eat far more than they ever.
this is gonna make me sound bad. I like, for lunch I usually eat half a pound of meat and a bagel and cream cheese
Food dinner.
and some cookies maybe.
Holy shit.
To be fair, I have established before that lunch is like my most important meal of the day, and usually carries me like
that's the
dinner,
biggest one
but
you eat. Like, fair enough, but it's still like
it's probably a lot,
holy
right?
Shit,
My
man.
mom's like, "Are you sure that's not too much meat?" And I'm like, "Yeah."
Yeah, that's the
Half a
fucking dinner's
pound.
worth of meat.
So yeah, I'm kind of worried that the fruit just won't cut it. And you know what? I mean, it's like apples are actually filling. Grapes, I don't expect those to fill me up
I
at
guess
all.
you could put it like this way, like, you know, like half my dinners are like stir fries, where like most of it is like peppers, and peppers are fruit, and that shit just fills me up, and I'm just fucking bloated for like the rest of the night. I'm just like, I'm not moving, like I'm stuffed. Fruits can be just as filling as anything.
Wait, grapes are too much money?
What?
That's news to me. So, okay, not only are grapes just basically just skins filled with water, so they don't
I mean,
fill
more
you
or
up
less,
at
but
all.
it's damn tasty water.
And not only do you usually have to pluck them off of vines, which is work, but also you have to.
How does that work? You just hold it
I
to your
hate
mouth
that.
and you bite it
I
off.
just want to. I want to pick it up like a mini pretzel, and I want to put it in my mouth. I don't want to have to pluck it off of a vine.
So don't pluck it off a vine, just bite it off with your teeth.
No, because I don't want
just put the
vine in
grape
my
your
mouth.
And then pull, and
No,
that's it.
I don't want vine in my mouth. Besides, I feel like I'm gonna crush grapes that way.
Just put your mouth around the grape and pull.
Gavin, you just don't understand. It's high over here. It's probably this one. No, it's that one. God fucking damn it.
Mad Max, and like, oh, I don't want to have vine in my mouth. Like, you don't, unless you're a twat.
Look, you know how I talk about how like spaghetti is just too hard to eat, like to be worth
I
it.
don't remember that, but that's tragic.
It's true. Like the difference is pasta is the same exact thing, but it's just easier to eat. So I just say, let's eat pasta instead. If pasta didn't exist, I'd say, all right, the value proposition for spaghetti is A-okay, but it's not. Fuck spaghetti. Either way, grapes, too hard to eat.
It's curious that Novell says grapes are too expensive. Like, I don't know if that's just the American thing. It's like, fruit over here at least is cheap as fuck. But then, you know, at the same time, Ireland is just like reams of farms. So,
I thought it was reams of... Oh, never mind. Oh my god, where is it?
I don't know. It's not up front.
Where is it? I'm losing it. They changed one thing, and then I'm like, suddenly, my whole balance is thrown off. Alright. This is not good, by the way.
No, it's not at all. I killed it at the desk.
Oh, that's actually good, though. Okay.
But, you know, Cohawks.
Here I come, I am Cinnamon. I'm not gonna make it.
We need more eggs than you two can bring.
I know, I'm just saying. Might as well get it in. No, I was so close.
And Novell does have a point, though. If you just, like, cut the cookies in the bagel, you're basically fine.
What?
Like, you eat, like, this, like, all these mad, like, deli things all the time. If you just cut that out, you'd be fine.
Maybe. I feel like the deli meat's gotta stay, though.
Nah.
Oh, it's 12:55, never mind. Whatever, but I still had to talk about something.
Yeah, just keep going. Like, I want to have something else I want to mention.
Okay, we're not gonna get to that, almost definitely, because the next topic's a real doozy. But before
Okay,
we get to that, I need to ask, what fruit is filling? Because there's, like, melons. Melons are great. I love melons, but isn't pre-sliced, like, really expensive? And I ain't slicing a cantaloupe. So, I don't know about that.
It's pretty... won't fucking cut his own melons.
I'm not... It's a melon. You know, at least with the apple, you have an argument there. But the melon?
Just take a knife to it.
That's like so... That's so much. That's just too much, Gavin. I want as little work put in the... I just want... Okay.
There's no work to eating fruit.
Yes, in the past, we have established that I don't actually like eating. I just hate the feeling of being hungry. In life, I just want to be comfortable. Being hungry is not comfortable, so I eat to, you know, be comfortable. You know, any joy derived from food, you know, pretty much secondary to that, I'd say. So if I have to work for the food, I don't care. I'm fully aware of this. I mean, of course, there are things that I like the taste of and would prefer to eat and stuff like that. It's not like, you know, I'm just gonna eat Soylent for the rest of my life, but it's just like working for food, just not good. I'm definitely probably not gonna be a cook ever.
It's not even having to be a cook, it's just making basic meals. Make that thing a little bit tasty for yourself.
Yeah, cutting a melon, like the gains it's not worth the effort. So why would I do it? Why was I would pay extra for someone to cut the melon for me.
It's nuts to me.
So
I guess I just value having money more than
I mean, probably. I'm like, you know, money's used to pay for goods and services. So I'm gonna pay for both as far as the cantaloupe is concerned.
It's like that, but also like money can be quite tight. So it's like, if you can possibly like save it or do it yourself, you do it yourself.
Yeah, I don't know about that as far as melons go. Yeah, like, you know, melons good,
Also, you know,
apples
just
good.
That whole personal satisfaction thing of doing it yourself.
No, that doesn't exist for me. Bananas probably good, but the last time I had a banana, I didn't like it. I might try it again.
Bananas are extremely good for you. Like they are just loaded with like the good shit.
Okay, now what if I told you that I don't know how to peel a banana?
How the fuck have you played a Donkey Kong game and not know that?
Well, the thing is, I was actually gonna bring that up. Like fucking apes can peel bananas.
What you do is you grab like the top end, like the big black, like a nodule, and you just pull it. and it just tears off in strips. Like it is designed by nature to do that because it wants to be eaten so that you will shit its seeds out.
What?
Well,
Okay, grapes, or sorry, bananas off the table. Don't like that. I'm not following their...
you know what I mean. Basically, like, it's designed to be eaten easily by other creatures to help it. Like,
I'm not following the bananas agenda. Sorry, bananas. But yeah, that's something I'd probably try again. Like how I try headphones every year and how I try fighting games every year. And how I try mustard every year. I still don't like mustard. I want to like it though.
I'm not allowed to move anymore. I kill bananas for Chris. Yeah, apparently. Bananas are great though.
You weren't supposed to.
I have them in like sandwiches and they're like extremely tasty. And good for you because it's both like bread and banana.
Wait, banana bread?
Butter.
The funny thing is I love banana bread.
I genuinely don't know what banana bread is. I've never had it.
What the fuck? Gavin, what the fuck? Yeah, banana bread is so good. Go out and buy banana bread.
It's currently almost 11 at night.
I didn't mean now. I mean, I appreciate your gung-ho attitude as far as, you know, taking requests like that. But at some point you gotta buy that shit. I love banana bread, dude. You gotta try it at least once. But I don't like bananas. Isn't that weird? Maybe. Basically, I loved bananas as a kid, and then, like, as a little kid, and then as a kid, I ate it and I didn't like it. So, maybe I reverted back. Isn't that weird how taste buds work? Or in my case, don't. Oh, God. Yeah, banana would be good. I actually have never tried a pear. I don't think I've tried peaches either. No, wait, I think I have. I don't like peaches either.
Pears are also, like, really good.
The apple slicer can also slice pears, so... There's the 2-for-1 deal.
Canned pear, like, over here, like, they sell, like, just sliced pears in, like, cans, and just, like, riddled with pear juice, and, like, that's just, like, a lovely little snack. Empty a can into a bowl, and just, like, ah, yeah, it's, like, a cereal is all pear.
Damn, what the fuck? Completely alien concept to me. Oh, wait, no, it's not. Oh my God, I remember those.
Why is America like a weird hell?
No. I remember. I think I remember those from childhood, but I didn't think they were pears. I don't know what I thought they were. I didn't like those. Those grossed me out whenever people brought them. Oh my fucking God. Yeah, you might not know, but as far as eating healthy foods, I'm very inexperienced for a 22-year-old adult.
This is becoming quite evident.
I don't think I'll ever like vegetables, though. So, fruit, the way to go. Right up. We got like 10 eggs by that basket and no one could capitalize on it.
Because there's so many losses.
Really not happy about that one. Yeah, I'm probably gonna try my hand. Maybe spend more time in the fruit section at the grocery store. That'll really slow down my grocery store speed run, though. So, we're gonna have to see. And then, yeah, I want an exercise bike because I keep telling myself, just go out for like a 20-minute walk, even a 10-minute walk. It's never gonna happen. It's been months, man. So,
I mean, I basically just get that going to work, so.
Why go to the exercise when I can bring the exercise to me and still watch streams and browse Twitter and Discord? So I might do that. Problem is my desk is like really low, so I'm worried that I'm gonna get one that I just can't fucking use. Yeah, that's me. You know what? It might be the meds that I'm taking now. Making me think more proactively now.
I mean, that's a good thing.
Yeah, that's a good thing.
It's like how, because recently a thing I've been like thinking about a lot is like, how do people actually do things?
Gavin, this sounds like something I would say, and then you would go, "What the fuck are you talking about?"
Well, that's because you immediately cut me off and didn't let me actually.
I know.
The long explanation speed I have. For
I know. We'll see. I also have explanations. I'm just saying that it's funny to me.
But yeah, it's like You know, because one of the things I watch on YouTube is this guy called Dave Bo. He's a Canadian-born Japanese woodblock artist. He's a fucking madman. He's in his,
Oh,
like,
you talking
70s.
about this guy?
Yeah, this guy. He's fucking great. Like, I love him. Like, but like the main thing like that always gets me because he recently put up a video like basically just telling the story of how he got started and all this. And it was literally just, you know, he says like the viewpoint in like, you know, 1960s, 70s Canada where he was when he began getting interested in this was literally just because, you know, like there weren't even any books on shit like this, so it was just like you just gathered what you had and you just fucking like went at it and just tried it. So he just like with like a makeshift, you know, like a bit of wood, like a shit carving knife and like some like rough paper he nicked from like a bin. He basically just like tried his hand making these works of art, and like this is the sort of thing that just baffled me. It was just he just said he did it, and just said like when he went on explaining stuff, like he explained how like he wanted to make like a recreation of certain prints from a printmaker he actually met on a trip to Japan, and so you know he just like he said like in order to do this he wanted to do it properly, so he asked about royalties, and to do that he literally just sent the guy a letter, and it's just the sort of thing of like. It just baffles me how he just says I just went and did the thing,
Yeah.
and that gets to me a lot like recently, where the people are just like I did the thing by just going and doing the thing. Because with me, it's always like I don't know how to do the thing. I need to find out how to do the thing before I can do it. Whereas you know, like with people like this, it's just like I didn't quite know how to do the thing. I just went and did it. And you know, it's the same like you know, I watch his videos, like I listen to how like you know, he talks a lot about his business and all. And he's like he's made his own websites and all. He's you know he's basically like recreated and like kickstarted the entire you know basically the entire industry of making woodblock prints almost single handedly. Like he funded like you know like new paper makers to make like the actual high quality paper. Like he's investigated like making his own tools to find his own tool sources, shit like that. It's just like I guess it's just the spirit of like building everything and doing it all himself, and like that just I really like that. It's like I wish I could do that, and it's just that sort of thing. It's like I want to be able to do shit like this. Like, just do it, just do it yourself and make it happen. But it is always that thing of like, how do you do it?
I mean, I don't really know I don't really know what this is applying to as far as.
It was the proactive thing. We were like, oh, I feel like more proactive. I'm like, yeah. It's like I'm feel like hey, you gotta learn how to do the thing and like make your own shit and find out how it works. It's like, yeah.
Well, I mean, this day and age, that's not really a question, is it?
Well, I mean that was the thing that got me. It's like you know, even though you know, I grew up with the internet and all, it never actually occurred to me like just how easy it is to look up to do things, or like so. Like the example was when at work, I was just kind of like. Can you really just buy anything on the internet? And the example came to my head. I looked at the window and there's a shipping container. I was like, you can't just buy those, right?
You can.
Like, you can
Yeah,
just
Gavin,
buy
come on, man. Of
and
course you can.
it's like 1 month's salary for me, and I could have like a 20-foot shipping container if I wanted. I wouldn't have anything to do with it.
Gavin, we talked about this.
But
You can buy 2,000 live ladybugs for $15 on Amazon. You can buy 2 pounds of Pez for $15 on Amazon.
I mean, that one makes sense to me because that's just like surplus.
Remember Aki bought like a whole bag of Super Mario gummies for probably only like $20? Like, you could buy anything.
It's just stuff like that. It's just like the how do you do thing, and it's just they just do it. Like I feel like you know channels I've been interested in lately are stuff that are just madmen making things themselves. Like there's one Japanese guy who just makes knives out of the most batshit things. He made like knives out of rice, out of potatoes, out of underwear, out of plastic. He's made like a little tiny miniature knife out of a drill bit.
I thought I had some swords.
You know, like his videos are fucking fascinating. So, like this, the process involved. Like you just like, how did you know how to do any of this? Where I don't think you could just Google like you know if you like fit polystyrene fiber inside like you know water and then freeze it, you would make like super strong ice that can resist being beaten against a bit of wood.
I mean, I feel like technically you could.
I mean, you wouldn't think, hey, that's how a thing would work, and then look it up. Like, he just apparently knew this somehow, that if he just froze like this fiber inside ice, it would just make the ice super resilient. It's like, it's just shit like that. It's like, how do you do or know the thing? And it just fascinates me, basically. And it's basically just inspiring me to be more proactive. Well, everyone should be more proactive.
Well, you're much more optimistic than I am. I'll never think about doing something new. I'm not capable of that.
It's not even so much doing something new.
That's literally what you're describing.
I mean, yeah, but like the general feeling, I mean, isn't just like necessarily like I'm the first or like I've done something completely new. As it is just. If you mean like new to me, then all right. But I mean like it's not like I'm trying to invent something right now. It's just can I just do something that can already be done, but just by myself. Instead of like going through like another process or through another person or whatever.
Self-learning.
Basically, it was like, alright. In work, I learned about like integrated circuits and just talking about like Raspberry Pis, and I learned about the existence of stuff like Arduino and SPI. And
Stop
like,
saying that.
What?
Raspberry Pis, I don't like it.
That's the name of the thing.
I know, I don't like it.
Doesn't matter. It's the name of the thing. So it was just like, it was just like, here's all like these little simple, easy, cheap, like here's how you can buy like electronic components to make these things on the cheap. It's like you want like a little miniature security camera you can just hotwire to like a circuit board. Well, that's 20 quid, off you go. The circuit board itself is a tenner. Just stuff like that. It's like, yeah, well, like get some of this and fuck about with it and see what happens. Not that I have any particular plans of what I do with it, but it's a thing I want to do just for the hell of it. I'm done talking about scary technology thingy.
I mean, I don't know. Like, both of your examples were these guys basically were the pioneers of what they did.
Wait,
So.
the thing with David Bowie is that he's not a pioneer. He's just doing what people did before. It's just the way he does it is just fascinating to me because it's like not knowing how to do it instead of just going, well, I don't know how to do it, and like getting stuck at that step. He just goes, I will just make a rough approximation of how to do it and then just build from there. And that's fascinating. It's just fascinating.
Gavin, we get it. You want to draw.
It's not even that. It's just I want to do things.
I thought that's what it should be.
I mean, that's something I do want to do. The tablet's sitting here. It's just like I'm waiting for to get like the new computer before I try installing any of this bastard shit. Especially since I might have to switch the Windows 10 to make it like all the recording shit behave, but who knows? But yeah, no, it's just like stuff like that. I'm just fascinated by people making things, basically. I too would like to make things that aren't just me writing giant screeds. That's the thing I like to make that I know how to make. It's like, what does that seem as impressive as this madman making like fucking like wooden art by himself or whatever? Or this lunatic making like a fucking functional kitchen knife out of his underwear.
I mean, I can kind of see that. I'm not as, what's the word? I don't know the word. I'm just like, exercising is like really basic, so should probably do that. I wanted to do that, but I just can't will myself, so that's, eating
now you can
healthy.
start willing yourself.
It's nothing as grandiose as that.
I mean, they don't like start like signing the press and well, I guess I just don't.
No, I'm just well, I mean, there are deeper seated problems with me that are in regards to this.
Yeah, but like it's just the tone you're taking. It's like, oh, I guess I'm just not as.
No,
good.
no,
Like,
I'm just
trying
to think of how to describe this. Yeah, whether or not I actually do this will,
I mean, the thing with exercising is like basically always like false starts until like one day it clicks.
You want to bet money that I won't do it? Because I would.
I mean, I wouldn't because that would A, automatically discourage you from trying. And B, like I just said, you know, it's just a series of false starts until one day it does actually click with you.
I mean, I can't even play Undertale, the best game of all time. So, I don't know, man.
Because you keep like watching streams and being a piece of shit.
What are you doing?
Whereas at least when you're exercising, you can still watch your streams.
Yeah, I mean, that's basically the whole idea, right?
Yeah.
The thing is, like, treadmills are expensive, obviously. But in the past, I was like, oh yeah, treadmills would be cool because I could just set up a TV with the YouTube thing. Like, at that point, I would just walk outside. Like, treadmills just seem kind of joyless to me, pointless.
I mean, they do have like this, then you know, like a lot of them have the nice function of like simulating like higher or tougher ground by making it like harder to walk on, just in case you don't live like near mountains or whatever the fuck. Which makes it tougher to walk, which means you use more energy and etc. So, you know, they have a purpose.
Yeah, just not for me. Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! All right. Can we talk about my petty complaints?
Go for it.
Because last time it was One Piece, the One Piece logo, and I have another one. The Phoenix Down from Final Fantasy has always annoyed me because I'm like, that name is fucking stupid. It's like
This is you not understanding English language again. Isn't
no,
it?
no, because basically I only until yesterday on the NLSS they brought it up. Nick brought it up, and he's like, "Do you guys know that like down meant feather? It's like a phoenix feather." And I'm like,
Did they not?
"No," and I didn't either.
What the fuck?
I'm like, Phoenix Down is such a stupid name.
Like when I was thinking like primary school, like primary 3, which is like when you're like 6 or 7, there'd be like little stories, there'd be stories about like a farm animal and shit we'd read that, you know, help us like learn English. You know, would mention stuff like, oh, the downy like fluff of chickens and ducks, so that when they're newly born. And
I believe that word is downy.
Which, you know, which you can then extrapolate into down.
Down is a direction.
Down is the layer of like little baby feathers on a baby chicken.
Or the bottom of the plumage, as opposed to
That
that.
way, yeah.
Because I looked it up just to make sure that this was real, and it's real.
It is real, yeah.
Yeah, like, couldn't you just call it Phoenix Feather? Do you have to be so stupidly grandiose,
I mean,
you
for
stupid
one,
bitches?
Well, for one, they're not stupid because it's an actual word and term, and for two, it's to save space when on older consoles they didn't have the room to say Phoenix and Feather on the same line. Are we doing more, by the way, or what?
Yeah, I have to complain about this.
Okay.
Like, I guess that makes sense. It's just like, because what was it? No, it's called Pick Me Up in Super Mario RPG. What did I?
Oh, here we go. Oh, Super Mario was the only thing that
Oh,
does
look,
that.
that's better.
It's not.
It's not good because it's still like, oh, pick me up. It's an idiom.
I mean, it doesn't fit like the tone or settings of Final Fantasy at all, so it's not better.
Yeah, I know, but I'm just saying, like, it would definitely make sense because, you know, Phoenix resurrected and the Phoenix down, the Phoenix feather. Hey, I'm mad now though. The Phoenix down revives your
It
teammates,
fucking
just
baffles
like
me
a
that apparently
Phoenix.
like no one in the LNSS knew that. Like, what the fuck do they teach in North American schools?
Like, when I was a kid, I'm like, I thought it was a stupid way to say, like, you know, your teammate is a Phoenix and they're down. So you're bringing them back up with a Phoenix down or something. That doesn't make any sense, which is why I'm so angry about it, because that was the most logical thing I could think of.
When I was in like early primary school, one of the things they did was like take us on a trip to a farm. We got to see like little animals and shit. I also like learned about like animal terms like down and like all that shit there as well.
I've literally never in my entire life heard down referring to feathers ever, at all.
Well, that's because
Never.
there's a massive gap in your education, man. It's not like anyone being stupid. It's just you not knowing a word and then saying, "Well, they're wrong."
Is it a
for knowing
common
what I
word?
don't.
How many times do you say
It's
down
actually a pretty common word when discussing birds. Yeah.
compared to feathers? Oh, what am I? What, a bird scientist? Do I need a degree in birdology to play Final Fantasy?
No, you just have to know a basic
A
word.
bird biology degree? I could understand, you know, the space is limited, because it probably was.
Yeah, I mean,
So
there's
they-
no problem really about it. Like they couldn't call the haste spell haste in Final Fantasy 1. They had to call it fast because there
Fast!
wasn't the right haste.
Because, like, I mean, it's not... They probably just, like, went to thesaurus.com and was like, well, we want to say Phoenix Feather, so let's put feather in and see if we can find a shorter word for it.
Like we can't fit feather in. And
Yeah.
It's like, all right.
Oh, down, because I do that all the time. I did that, like, for every single Mario Maker level I did, where I'm like, it needs to be an alliteration. So I use like, words like fucking aqueduct. Hello? But yeah, you know what? I'm not reviving you. I'm getting this egg in. Bump you.
I'm glad you just sacrificed like getting 3 eggs and just so
Nope.
you can get one in.
You weren't even gonna make it anyway.
I was gonna make it. There's plenty of time for me to have gotten up with the egg I was sitting on and just made it in. There's
I'm not
nothing in the
risking it.
way.
Either way, okay, so now I at least understand, and then of course they stick to it because that's what it was in the first game, so why change it? But you could still change it if it means the same thing.
I mean, they could, or they could just keep it because it's a nice and distinctive name for a recovery item. That, you know, gets across pretty easily what it is.
Oh, thank God. Final Fantasy needs a distinctive name for things to stand out.
Welcome to, like, literally everything.
It's like basically the second RPG of all time.
Technically a third, actually.
Is it? There's Dragon Quest, and then what else?
Dragon Quest. I mean, Dragon Quest was like the first of the JRPGs, but like, you know, Dragon Quest itself was inspired by Ultima, which was like pretty much the first of the Western RPGs.
What does Ultima call their item that revives people?
There isn't one. There's just a spell.
What do they call their spell that
Ultima
revives
uses
people?
its own little fancy magic language. I forget what the revive spell is. It's something like, it's their words for like light, lift, and death. And I forget what those are. I remember death is core.
What is this, Latin?
I mean, it's like the whole point of Ultima was like you had to like learn the magic system to be able to cast any spells. You
Oh,
had to
God.
learn the words.
What?
You also needed all the
in order
you need
to-
the ingredients. You needed the reagents to be able to cast the spell. You needed to know the words that the spell was, and you needed to be strong enough to use the circle of magic the spell was on.
So in order to play a game, I have to learn a whole other language now.
Yeah, it was fucking rad.
I thought
Like,
games were
Ultima
supposed to be
would have
fun.
these big, like, detailed manuals of like world lore, and here's the spell book with all the spell words in it, and you put them together, and you can like here's like I want to cast a tornado spell, and you spell like Grav Mass Corp, which is like Great Death Wind, and like off you fucking go. It was fucking rad. I love Ultima.
I thought it would. I see feather down pillow. I have heard that before. I just thought it's
What is that?
because you like lie your head down on it, or like when you put your head on it, the feathers
Yeah,
go
extremely
down.
Strange interpretations of words.
Maybe they should just say feather, which they do. So why do they
are.
add down?
The type of feather.
I'm pissed. I'm pissed. Man. I still think that this is the One Piece logo is a more valid argument than this, though.
It's nowhere near valid.
is.
You're
What are
literally
you
the only
talking
person on
about?
this- you're the only person on this earth who's ever seen or read it like that in existence.
Yo hi, yo hi. He's the king of the graphic designers. Okay, well, at least that makes sense. If that was the reason to call it a down, at least that makes sense. I still feel like they should have
Early
changed it.
text limits in like early RPGs are fucking comical, man.
Yeah, because in Earthbound, you can only name your character like 4 characters.
Yeah, something like that. And so it's just like that's the limit. Well, what can you do? That's as much as we could keep in like standard memory before like running out of space.
Hi, Gavin. It's me, Krr. Actually, I think it was 5, right? Oh yeah, it was, it was 5.
I think 5 was the limit. Yeah,
So I did Chris, and then
which is still pretty short.
Game Boo was like, do you think they intentionally made it 5 so you couldn't name your character Gigas?
Maybe.
And I'm like, really makes you think.
I'm pretty sure like, the bigger reason is that they didn't have the space to spare around all their systems for like multiple character names. You know, like Final Fantasy IV had like you had like eight spaces for character names, and but then that didn't have like enemies spawning on the overworld in great numbers. That brought the entire game to a crawl.
I don't know. I just think that they should have, like, once they had the chance, they should have changed it to Feather.
I mean, there's no real reason to change it to Feather.
Because it's a more common word.
Oh, everything needs to be dumbed down for the little babies who don't know a very simple basic word.
But it's like, it's a synonym. Citadel. It's a synonym.
Yeah, but here's the thing. A, it stands out based on the name they already use, and C,
oh, they can't change.
You're acting like it's some sort of like mad hard thing that they need to change, otherwise they're done for it, when it's really just, you just, for some reason, are apocalyptically mad about learning a word.
No, I'm mad about
learning a word.
Just the fact that it could have been so much simpler. My entire life.
It's still pretty simple. It's just you didn't know the word, and you're mad about having to learn the word. That's all it comes down to, because like down is a very common word.
Yeah, for the direction.
In this context, it's a very common word. Like as Novell pointed out, it's used when fucking selling pillows and mattresses and shit like that. Anything that involves feathers will inevitably refer to down.
I'm gonna go down on you if you don't shut the fuck up.
You're welcome to try. The smell waits.
What's that mean? I died killing a sniper. Can someone help?
Where are you?
The piers.
Oh, I might die too.
This dude's got it.
The Maws are all chasing you, so see.
Great.
I'll try to go for this other sniper.
My dog is dead.
Yeah, Ultimate was like really fucking weird. Like the first Ultimate game was simultaneously like this classical fantasy game, but then you also go into space. You get like a space pilot license, and you end up fighting with ray guns against an ancient wizard. It's fucking nuts, Ultimate 1.
Okay.
Ultimate 3's final boss was like an evil demon computer. You defeat it by like shoving punch cards into it in the right order to make it self-destruct.
Can you tag your spoilers?
And then now, like Ultimate 4 onwards, it is settled into like just fantasy instead of like drop the sci-fi stuff, which helped make it more famous.
Yeah, me talking about going down on you has reminded me of something that I didn't write down. I forget if I
considerably nervous, but continue.
I forget if I asked you how much money it would take for you to suck a dick.
You did, yes.
I have asked that.
Well, I mean, you brought it up last time. I don't know if I give an answer. And my answer is basically just, I don't fucking know.
No, see,
how do you quantify that as a task?
Come on, Gavin. At least with the fork and spoon, I can understand, kind of. But, like, you gotta at least give me something here. I asked Luke and his brother, actually, if you want to hear their answers. Luke said, essentially, the equivalent of all the money in the world. And I'm like, all right, that's a bit excessive.
Someone's very insecure.
For sucking one dick, like, hello? No STDs, by the way.
I mean, I guess that's something you should establish. Like, what are we dealing with?
Of course. It's just you know, this is relatively simple.
Standard
dick. Is that basically it's all psychological.
All right.
So his brother said 500. Which was quite a leap from him to his brother.
Feels a bit low.
I mean, I was gonna say, I'm like, yeah, that's what I'm talking about. But I thought about it, and like, I'm bi, so obviously these questions don't apply to me, like, at all.
You would just do it for the fun.
I have no. Well, I don't know about that. I do have a value for saving myself for marriage or something like that, but I was thinking like 500's all right, and then I thought about it some more on the way home, and I'm like, you know, like if you're straight, 500 for something like that, I feel like it should be at least 1,000, right?
I mean, if you're like going against your own preferences, I would say like at least 1,000. I don't know what the going rate for sex acts is.
So Gavin, what's your answer? What's your hypothetical answer? Because I know if I say what's your answer, then people are gonna bind you to this or something. That's not gonna happen.
I'm thinking, I'm kind of like, well, what would I say is like, yeah, but then it's like, what is also like the point where I say, actually, that's like kind of fucking high, isn't it?
It's like 15 minutes, right?
Like that's how long it is, or
Yeah, I think you know where I got this from. Take a guess where I got this from. They said, yeah. They said it was like in a glory hole too. I don't know if that makes it better, but
I mean, I guess in some ways, because you can't see the person, and if you're nervous, that might make it easier. I guess.
I'm just curious, you know.
I don't know. Say 3,000.
3,000. That's a genuine answer. I'm happy with that.
Like that's just the like, 'cause when I think about it, I'm like, if you were to say something like 5,000, I feel like even given like I wouldn't do it because not my preference. It's kind of like it's still fucking high though, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean it's like, cause some streams have like crazy donation incentives and stuff, and then people meet them. So like $500 for me to play this game, and then like it actually gets met sometimes. Or like I even then like the Call of the Void, I have like the donators equivalent of that where I'm like I could donate $500 to see this. Like $500 like I could do it technically. It wouldn't put me in a good spot, but I could do it, Yeah. So that's why I'm like that's kind of cheap. Something would really like I feel like it would have to put me back for it to be reasonable for someone who's straight to do it,
Yeah.
And this is
it's
probably
all a relativity thing, I guess.
Yeah, this is probably someone who like has a lot of money anyway, like Jeff Bezos. But no one would suck that dude's dick.
No. You would die from the toxicity.
All right, Gavin. What about Jeff Bezos? How much?
Man, I want half that fucking fortune.
None. Something about standards.
No, I would just fucking take half his money and then just do better in the world with it.
Why stop at half?
I mean, basically, yeah, like half a minimum, basically. Yeah, fuck, just give me the company.
Get to hand over the company.
Hand over the company, you've no shares in it anymore, fuck off, you're done.
Alright, that's all I got, I'm pretty sure. Extensive amount of things. You said you had something earlier? I don't know if...
Yeah, it'll be relatively quick. Bloodstained.
Alright! Right. How can I forget?
Like, Bloodstained, like, 2 bits of news came out about it today. The first is that it's being delayed to 2019, which is just...
Understandable, have a nice day.
It's a Kickstarter game, like, that happens. Like, it missed... Like, they said their initial release date was spring 2018, and when it was clear they were nowhere near making that, I was like, yeah, it's going to 2019. That's just whatever. Everyone gets one.
My number 9 got like 5.
Well, my
what do you say to that?
5, and that's why we all hate my number 9 and no one likes it.
That's part of the reason why it's so heinous.
Yeah, I mean, because like every Kickstarter game gets at least one, even like 2 or 3 delays. Like that's, I guess, whatever. It's like a lot of the time these are developers who had all that handled by a publisher who was skilled in doing it, just had it down to like an art. So now they had to figure out like distribution and like actual development timelines and shit by themselves. And so that's gonna like skew perspectives and shit. But the second half of the news is the one I want to talk about. Was the Vita version is being cancelled.
It should surprise no one because...
It surprise no one, and because the reason given for it is like pretty much like watertight, and that's basically Sony are taking away the means to actually do it.
The means of production are being seized?
Basically, yeah, like Sony are stopping, manufacturing of not only Vita units, but Vita cartridges now in early 2019, like January, like it all shuts down. There'll be no more physical Vita games released from January 2019 on. So they said at that, because the game is now, past that in 2019 for its release, we basically can't release this on Vita. Even digital releases are implied to be skeevy, because they basically mentioned, well, due to changes to PS Plus, it's become untenable, which kind of implies that there's probably a wider policy in Sony where like even digital releases for Vita games aren't worth it to them anymore, to host or upload or whatever.
Yeah.
So basically just is because Sony are just shutting everything down for the Vita, they can't do it.
I mean,
And I was like, you know what?
when oh Lord, I'm dead. When was this Kickstarter put up? Like a year ago or something?
Like 2 years ago?
The PS Vita was dead 2 years ago.
Then the Vita was dead then, yeah, and it's
like
basically just like a fossil.
I don't know. I feel like if you chose the Vita option, you're kind of just setting yourself up for failure.
Yes, but here's the thing about Vita fans, and specifically Vita fanboys, they're fucking raving lunatics and always have been.
But there can't be fangirls.
I mean, there can be, but you know how the phrase goes. Everyone here is a boy until proven otherwise.
Of course.
That's how all this works. You know as well as I do.
Yeah, of course, but it's
like
stupid.
they're perfect answers. But
that was a good auto.
I'm going to die.
Got him.
Yep.
I watched that too.
But yeah, basically, it worked.
It worked.
It almost fell into the water, but it worked.
Yeet. But
yeah,
I mean, the thing about
yeah, go ahead.
I was gonna say the thing about the Bloodstained devs is that you basically, like, if you chose the Vita version, you get the game for free now to compensate for that. So
I mean, they said they will just shift you to another version if you want, and if you don't want, they will just refund you.
yeah,
Because they're just like, fuck it, we can't take your money for this. Here's your refund.
so it's not even like they're being shitters about it.
No,
Yeah.
they're being like really nice about it.
So
Naturally today, especially on Game Master's article where I saw 5 of these in a row, people came out screeching about how A, Bloodstained is definitely not a good game anymore anyway, and it's really bad and shit, and how they were only ever going to buy it on Vita. And B, I literally saw multiple people ask this question almost word for word. This question: what does Sony shutting down manufacturing of cards and preventing further releases of games have anything to do with the release of this game?
yeah, exactly.
And it's just kind of,
They have a point, you know.
the fuck.
What does it have to do with it? Didn't Sony already promise that they would be making X amount of game cards when the Kickstarter finished? I think that's what they're thinking, right? That's the only thing I could think.
I don't know what they're thinking, because they're literally asking, like, how does the platform holder making it impossible to release games stop this game from being released? And it's just kind of like, are you listening to the words coming from your own mouth? Like, Vita fans have always been like a special class of deranged among the console fanboys. That's just something. It's been a weird thing where, like, anytime like a game got like a console release, to be a cries for a Vita version, because the Vita could definitely run this. Why isn't there a Vita version? I would only buy this if it was on Vita.
Yeah, because they bought it.
3DS got a game. It'd be screeches and like tears and poor begging for a Vita version, because it would run much better on Vita and be much better on Vita, even if it's a thing designed for dual screens. Shit like that. You can kind of see it in the Switch fan base these days, where you get people screaming that Capcom are literally satanic Hitlers because they won't port Monster Hunter World to the Switch, because it could easily, completely, and perfectly run on Switch just fine. It doesn't need any assistance. It can definitely do that. That's how it works. It's just
Shit.
I hate it.
Well, Gavin, counterpoint, the world ends with you for Nintendo Switch. Got him. Because that game is 100% meant for dual screens, and no one even knows how they're gonna make it work on the Switch at this point.
They do, because they made a single screen version.
Wait, did they?
On iPad.
Oh, god damn it.
That version.
Fuck you. Fuck you.
With
fucking iPad, bitch.
Button controllers. With the button controls from the DS original put back in. Which worked as a single screen option anyway.
Okay, but how are they gonna do it without a touchscreen?
They don't need a touchscreen. Because even on the DS original, you could play it with buttons. You didn't have to use the touchscreen ever. In fact, it was actually easier to play with the buttons.
Guess what has a touchscreen and buttons? The Vita. I mean, I'm just standing up for these people, because I also bought a Vita. So...
Yeah, I not only bought a Vita, I bought a Vita TV.
Well, the Vita TV actually kind of makes sense. You don't even care about streaming, so... Well, I wouldn't say that,
Not
but
even, like people can like have recorded from that. I just don't know how. I'm kind of interested in finding out.
I mean, the thing is, it's like Danganronpa's on PC now, so
Well, yeah, but like Persona 4 Golden.
why get a Vita? And Gravity Rush, and
Yeah, it's kind of the thing where, like, in the interim sense, a lot of the Vita's like original or unique games have just been pilfered by like PC or PS4.
the game that was literally made for the
Now
Vita.
Switch
Well,
is also just, like nicking half of them.
What was it called? The paper game, where you're like the envelope face person.
I forget, but I know the one you're on about. It's the Sony first party one.
Yeah, made literally for the Vita because it used the back touchscreen too.
Yeah.
I have it on my PS4, but yeah, that's
And
on
then,
PS4 now.
They made a PS4
Yeah.
version.
It's just
Like, not a
silly.
sequel, it's just literally a PS4 version.
I actually don't understand why Persona 4 isn't ported at all.
Atlas just haven't. Well, for one, like, you know, the Vita version is just up-res PS4 models, and the PS4 models are actually like. They can basically be described as paper dolls, so that's what they call the system on PS2. It's like it's a fairly simplistic style. That worked fine on PS2.
Wait, did you say up-res PS? Did you mean up-res PS2 models?
That's what the Vita version is. It's
Okay,
up-res
yeah.
PS2 models.
You said PS3. I was like, wait, hold on.
No, it's PS4. But you know, like I imagine like part of it was that if they wanted to like port it to anything, they'd kind of go like, well, people might think this looks like I guess like two PS2 or something. But you know, PS2 remasters are all over the place, so I feel there's no real issue.
Shenmue.
I guess like the other side of it is that, like, you know, Persona 4 Dancing basically let them make like updated models, so maybe they want to save it for like a proper remake instead of just a port with extra content. I feel like they're going to start doing that for Persona 3 pretty soon, because it's been suddenly receiving like a lot of prominence again. So I feel like that's going to happen.
They better fucking hurry.
I just don't let me walk anymore, I guess. The game is like, the ink is like something that's ramped up and how much is backing me to the ground, where like I'm holding the stick and my person isn't moving on the screen at all.
Well, were you on a ramp?
I mean, that time yes, the last time no.
Well, Gavin, I guess that explains why it ramped up. Ramped up.
Great. Fucking walk.
I mean, Bloodstained is basically just out of business anyway.
Why is that?
Because Simon Belmont's in Smash?
But Simon Belmont wasn't from a Metroidvania. He was from a straight 2D
He was,
platform.
he was from Avania.
Yeah, no, he was from a straight 2D platform. They're different genres. Different types of platforming.
I mean, I didn't really, like, invest... I didn't really invest in this joke so much to even combat you, so...
You'd have to do better than that to defeat me.
What do I know about Bloodstained? The art looks good, and it's inspired by Castlevania, I think. So yeah, sounds about right.
Yep.
I backed it. Terrible. Terrible that I don't know, not terrible that I backed it. Oh, that would have been sick if we got that, but whatever. We're at 400, right?
What?
Yeah, we're good. Let's call it there.
It's because I want to go to bed.
Oh.
Because I didn't get to sleep much last night.
Boo-hoo. Yeah, we went for a while.
We did, yeah.
Well, I guess we started later than I, like, initially posited to. So that makes sense. I was like, it's 6:30 already? So hopefully the mic sounds better. I think I just turned everything down by 1 decibel. So, you know, my mic shouldn't be quieter or louder than anything else. Shouldn't be, but it should also, well, because I think it was going into the red the entire time, and that's maybe why it sounds not like good. It sounds like a
going in the red on my screen, which is kind of curious. Well, on your desktop audio, mine's going in the red, even though you sound fine on my video. So I don't
Let's see.
know.
Yeah, no, I'm like the close to the middle high yellow. I don't know. The thing is, I just don't want to be too quiet.
Hmm.
Oh, I haven't even ordered anything yet. So yeah, that's that. I think we have a salmon run tomorrow. 21 at 8 a.m. to 22 at 2 p.m. So yes, tomorrow.
Yay.
It's gonna be interesting doing this at Max's, but it should be fine.
Oh, you want to be doing it from there?
Not tomorrow, but I'm there Thursday to Sunday, so
Not fair.
I'm gonna bring my Switch, and then he has a setup, and I think he has a mic. So that'll be a thing. Cool beans, though. All right, we're gonna head out. Wait, one more thing.
Yep.
Hoo-ah! Oh, look at the gun. All right, we're good. We are all set. Thanks for coming out.
Thank you.